Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you step by step how to start a DIY blog. So this is what we're going to cover today in depth. What is a DIY blog with a few examples, how to pick a niche and why you need to niche down, how to get web hosting, what web hosting is and why do you need it for a blog or website, how to get your domain name for free for the first year. Hint, hint, it's the first link in the description. After that, we are going to cover installing WordPress, installing a WordPress theme and what a WordPress theme is, important changes that you absolutely need to make to your website in order to get discovered by Google, and then how and why to start writing. After that, we are going to talk about some ways that you can make money, why you need to share your content on social media in the very beginning, how many blog posts you need to write, and then again, make sure you click the first 3 links in the description because they're going to offer everything that you need to get up and running. So first things first, what is a DIY blog? Now, a DIY blog is simply a blog or website where you are solving problems and answering questions within a niche. For example, you could create a DIY blog for outdoor gardening. You're teaching people how to start a garden. Maybe you're teaching people how to build a deck. But whatever it is, you are creating a step-by-step guide or blueprint to show people what to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump over here. I'm going to show you a few examples of a DIY blog. All right, so if we take a look here, you can see this is one example of a DIY blog. It's based around remodeling. As you can see in the very beginning, it started with interior remodeling, get rid of that, and then it moved on to other things. But as you can see, they're showing you step by step how to start and finish a project. They're probably giving you a little bit of a background information, why you need to do it, the who, what, when, where, why, how. But that's what a DIY blog is, step by step. And in this video, if you stay tuned, we're going to show you how to do something similar. So if we jump back over to our slide deck here, let's talk about picking a niche and niching down. Now, it's very important when you first get started that you need to pick a niche. A niche is just an area that you're going to focus your content in the beginning. The reason why you want to pick a niche is because if you are a small blog or a small website, you want to focus a bunch of keywords in a single topic that gives you a better chance to rank in Google. So now I want to show you an example of picking a niche and why you even need to niche down with a keyword research tool that I like to use. So I'm going to go over to Ahrefs. You don't have to use it. I like to use it for keyword research. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to Keyword Explorer. If I just type in DIY, you're going to see it's incredibly competitive. On a scale from 0 to 100, it's ranked 81. So it's fairly difficult to get started. If we take a look at the matching terms, you're going to see there's a lot of dark, red, and orange. This means it's really competitive. But what we could do is we could actually niche down and focus on a single topic within this. For example, I saw DIY face mask, but let's just grab DIY fly trap. I'm sure this shouldn't be too competitive. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go back up to overview. We're going to paste this in and you're going to see it's much easier to create content and gain traffic. So we're going to look at the matching terms and you're going to see much more green. Now, because you're niching down, there isn't going to be as many search terms. You can see there's 45,000 search queries per month and then 429 keywords, but you can see there's more opportunity. Now, what you can do is you can niche down even further. Let's see if we could find something on horsefly trap. Now, what you'd want to do is you'd want to focus on maybe woodworking or, as I mentioned, interior, exterior, something like that, so that you give yourself plenty to write about. And as your website grows larger and larger, you can niche up and talk about some more competitive things once you have what's called domain authority. If we take a look at the overview here, you're going to see it's still a little difficult to write, but there is some opportunity there as well. So that's the importance of niching down. If we go back over to our slide deck here, the next step is simply to just get web hosting. Now, web hosting means that you are going to rent hard drive space from a web hosting provider. A company, a third-party company, is going to host your internet files on their server or hard drive so that people from around the world can see your website. You absolutely need web hosting to have a DIY website. And if you click the first link in the description, you can get up and running in less than 4 or 5 minutes. Also, when you click that first link, you'll get a free domain name to help you get up and running fast. So what we're going to do next is I'm going to show you step by step how to, when you click on that first link, get started with Bluehost, and it takes less than like 10 minutes to get up and running. So let me go ahead and walk you through that right now. When you click that link, you'll be taken to this website where you'll go ahead and click Get Started. What I recommend is to click the first one on the far left, the basic plan, if you're just getting started with a website. As you can see, there are a number of options, but click that, click Select, and then move on. Here you're going to create a domain name. If you have one in mind, you can type it in here like you see that I do. what I recommend is try and find a domain name that's going to be related to your niche. Now, what I do is I type in a domain name that I know is already taken. When it's taken, you're going to get this error. What you can then do is go back and try different domains. Now, make sure, again, you want to pick one that's related to your niche. Click Next, and then you're going to see a green box that says that it's approved. The next step is simply to go through and enter in your contact information. Make sure that when you scroll down here, make sure that you leave all of the settings on. But again, enter in your contact information. The settings right here where it says domain privacy, leave all of this checked. If you don't leave it checked, you're going to get people reaching out to you, spamming you, emailing you, trying to get you to sign up for web hosting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and sign up and then jump back to you once I sign on and move to the next step. All right, so I've signed up and I'm going to go ahead and set up my website initially. Just create a simple username and password, make sure it meets the requirements there, and then move on. Make sure that you write it down too. Write it down in a safe spot so that you have it and you remember it, because it can be a pain to go ahead and get everything back. You're gonna have to enter in like some vital information, but just make sure that you write it down. It's really easy and really simple. Now, one thing that I do want to note is that this part is not sped up at all. This is actual real time, and you can see that you'll go from absolutely nothing to a complete website in less than probably 10 minutes. And once you click submit, you're going to move on to the next step where you get to log in. Here is where you're actually going to start creating your WordPress website. Now, the great thing is Bluehost really does everything for you, and it's really simple. So again, I'm not speeding this up at all, and I want you to see what it really takes to create a website. Bluehost is going to do a little bit of work in the background for you, and we're just going to actually click on skip this step. This first one I clicked on start a blog, but for the next step, just click skip, because we know what we're doing, and I'm actually going to tell you what to do so that we can get up and running. Click get started right here on the left hand side, and then move on. Just click skip here and click skip here, and then just pick the first one on the far left. Make sure that you're picking a free theme, because they'll charge you. They have both free and premium themes, which I'll talk about in just a moment. So right now it's actually creating your WordPress website. In just a few moments, you're going to click on log in to WordPress on the right hand side there. You'll see it in just a second. And then we can actually start looking at some basic configurations. All right, so we click log in, and now we actually have a WordPress website. What may need to happen is you may need to click refresh a few times to get it to work, but now we have our website, as you can see. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to log in and delete a few plugins, because right now it has the coming soon. And so if someone tried to get to your website at this moment, it's going to say coming soon to them, even though we can see it. This is what your WordPress website looks like, but for everyone else outside of your network, it's going to say coming soon. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to plugins eventually, and we're going to delete some of the plugins that we don't need. Now, I talk a little bit about plugins later on, but plugins add additional features and functionality. We are going to deactivate the Bluehost as well as the other plugins that are already activated, and then we can go through and make the necessary changes, which I'll cover in just a moment. So we're going to deactivate them and then delete them. Now you want to make sure that you only have the plugins that you're using on your website. The more plugins you have, the slower your website's going to respond and function, and you're going to lose out on ranking. So make sure you have a lean setup, very few plugins, and then move on. As you can see right now, I'm just simply deleting some stuff that you don't need. If you want to, you could keep them, but obviously if you're just getting started, you don't need this other stuff. What's more important is the themes that we're going to talk about in just a moment, as well as getting writing. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete those, deactivate them, and then we're actually going to start moving on to settings, which you see right here. All right, so now that we have WordPress installed and we have a basic WordPress theme, we've also gone through and we have made the necessary changes. These changes are vitally important to your success. What we want to do is we want to go back and we want to get a premium WordPress theme. What you have on your website right now is a basic WordPress theme. If we take a look at this website here, this most likely is a WordPress theme. It changes the look and feel of your website. It actually makes it look a little bit nicer, gives additional features and functionality. And so you can actually find a WordPress theme, a premium WordPress theme, if you click the second link in the description. When you click that second link, it's going to take you to this website. And what you can do is you can just search different topics. Maybe you want to start a DIY blog, or you want a WordPress theme that looks like a DIY blog. You can do that. Maybe you want a woodworking blog or a gardening blog. Just type it into the search bar and go through it and find one that you like. You can preview each one of these, but Go through, take a look, and find one that you like, and simply press this cart button. It's going to add it to the cart. The next step is you're going to check out and you're going to buy this. When you buy it, you're going to download a zip folder. You're going to unpack that zip folder, and there's going to be another zip folder. We're going to take that second zip folder or zip file, and we're going to go back to our WordPress dashboard. We're going to go to Appearance, we're going to go to Themes, and we are going to add that theme. And to do that, we're going to click on Add New. Then we are going to click on Upload Theme. And then you can just drag and drop that theme that you just found right here, or you can search for it manually by clicking on Choose File. Once you do that, click on Install and Activate, and your theme is going to be updated. Now, the reason why I like to do it now instead of waiting until later is so that it doesn't mess up anything that you've got already set up on your website. Because your website is bare and has very little information on it, it's easy to make changes and change as you go. So now that we have a premium WordPress theme installed, let's go ahead and start writing. And to start writing, we're going to click on Post. We are going to click on Add New. And then we are going to take the keywords that we found in the previous step, and we are going to paste them right here for our post name or post title. Now, to illustrate this, let's go back over to remodelholic.com, and we're just going to click on this. And what you can see here is this is the post title tutorial: build an amazing DIY fire pit pergola for swings. That seems kind of interesting, but if we look here, in most cases, in other blogs and websites, they'll have the post title also be the page name. So, for example, it would be remodelholic.com/build DIY pergola tutorial fire pit swings. That's an interesting title. People must be searching for it in order for them to do this. But what we would do is we are going to go over here and we're going to say housefly trap DIY. We're going to copy this. And we are going to paste this in right here, just like that. And when we click submit, when we publish this, our web page is going to be webhostingrewind.com/houseflytrapdiy. The reason why we're doing this is so that we can get discovered organically in search engine. People that are searching for things are typing it in just like this, and we know that because of our keyword software. And so now it comes to the point where we need to figure out what to write and how long our blog post should be. And it really all depends. Your blog post length will depend on your competitors, and it really should be as long as it needs to be. If you can answer this housefly trap DIY in 1,000 words, your blog post should be about 1,000 words. It should not take 5,000 words to answer a 1,000 word question. Also look and see what your competitors are doing. If they're answering it in 1,500 words, then you should answer it in about 1,800 to 2,000. So we're just going to paste it in just to show you. You see there's some YouTube videos. How to get rid of flies indoors. Let's see. Okay, so this one's a really short article. And if we take a look, we're going to right click here, word counter. They have 791 words. So you could make this into a 1,000-word blog post. And what you can do, because this isn't super targeted, is you could spend some time explaining what a housefly is and why it's different, what a horsefly is and why it's different than a regular normal fly. So that brings me over to, housefly. So that brings me over to what do I write? And so when I start writing, I like to take 10 minutes and brainstorm and go, who, what, when, where, when, where, why, and how. So, and the reason why I like to do this is because I like to try and think of different questions people are asking when it comes to our keyword. Now, our keyword is the housefly trap DIY. And so I might be asking myself how to make a housefly trap DIY. And then what materials do I need to build or to make a housefly DIY, housefly trap DIY. And so when you do it like this, this is going to help you answer the question fully than just kind of winging it. And what I like to do is, after my 10 minutes of brainstorming, and key, write down everything. If it's a good idea, a bad idea, just write it down, get it out of your mind and onto the paper. And what I like to do is, once I'm done with my 10 minutes of brainstorming, I'll turn this into an H2 heading just like that. And the reason why we want to turn this into an H2 is it actually lets Google know more about our blog post, and it actually helps with the formatting and framing. It's just like chapters and headings in a book. It's much easier to read when there's larger and smaller material and text. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to hit enter, and we're going to say, here are the materials, and then just spend time answering the question. And you just get started like that, step by step, and make sure you go through and answer the question fully. And then once you're done, you're going to click on publish. When you click on publish, your blog post is going to be available for the world to see and read. Now let's jump back over to our slide deck here. And we started writing, and then the next step is to make money. Now, there are a number of ways to make money with your website, and let's talk about a few of them right now. If we take a look at this website right here, the first way that they're making money is simply having ads right on their website. Right here, this is an ad. Right here, this is an ad. And then even in the middle, these are ads. Now, the owner of this website can get paid if someone views the ad, and then they can get paid even more if someone clicks on the ad. And so you can work with a number of ad agencies. In the very beginning, you're probably going to work with Google AdSense because they accept just about anybody. And what you'll do is you'll go to Google AdSense and you'll apply and sign up. Now, when you first get started with Google AdSense, you are going to make pennies on the dollar. You're not going to make very much money. But once you start getting significant traffic, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 page views per month, you can move on to other ad networks like AdThrive, Ezoic, and Media.net. And so when you move on to those other ad networks, you'll potentially make even more money, but that's just one way that you can make money with your website. Another way you can make money is simply with affiliate marketing. And with affiliate marketing, you are recommending or selling other people's products and services. When people click on your affiliate links and buy the product that you're recommending, you get paid a commission. One of the largest affiliate programs that are out there is Amazon Associates, and you can go over to Amazon and sign up. As you can see here, right here, these links, these are all most likely affiliate links. They take you over to Amazon. I know that because when I look in the bottom left-hand corner, it has links over to Amazon. And so when you click on those links, they go right over to Amazon. If I were to buy this website would get paid a commission. Now, if you want to learn more about affiliate marketing, I do have the third link in the description. You can learn affiliate marketing 100% for free with a free course. So after affiliate marketing, you can sell your own digital products, your own physical products. This company over here is like an e-commerce product, and so it looks like they sell their own products as well. As you can see, bill, pay, and log in. If you have a company or a business, this is a great way to get organic traffic and start making money. But there are a number of ways that you can make money with your website. And the next step, I recommend that you start sharing your content over on social media. The reason why you want to share it on social media is Google, quite frankly, doesn't trust your content yet. They don't know who you are. They don't know what you're about. They don't know if you're around for the long term. And so what they're going to do is they're going to test your content versus other content that's already on the web and already on the market. And while that's working, what I recommend that you do is go out and share your DIY website on different social media platforms that might be interested. You can share it in Reddit, subreddits that allow links. You can share it in Facebook. You could start your own Facebook group, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, you name it. You could share it there and potentially start getting traffic. And then the next question that I get all the time is, how many blog posts should I write? Now, I recommend that you write 50 blog posts. Now, 50 sounds like a big number, but that's going to give you enough time to get better at writing. It's going to give Google enough content to show that you are more serious than 90% of the other bloggers out there. 50 is a good number because you are going to cover a lot of information in one niche or sub-niche. So what I recommend that you do is you write every day for 50 days or write every other day for 100 days, and then let the chips fall where they may. By the time you get to that last blog post, you're going to be such a better writer that A, you're going to be able to write quicker, and B, you're going to be able to start getting traffic faster because your content's going to be better. And then make sure that you check out those 3 links in the description. The first one is to Bluehost so that you can get web hosting that you need and a free domain name. The second one is to get a premium WordPress theme. And then the third one is to a free affiliate marketing course. So make sure you like, subscribe, ring the bell to be notified when I upload my next video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.